Hamunaptra, the cursed city and the ancient secrets of Imhotep. In the dark heart of the Egyptian desert, hidden beneath the seemingly never-ending sea of sand, there is a place that is said to transcend time and space, a place known as Hamunaptra, the city of the dead. But is Hamunaptra just an ancient city, a mere necropolis of the pharaohs, or is there something much deeper, something that has remained undiscovered for thousands of years? The stories of Hamunaptra are shrouded in mystery and terror. But what makes this place so special? Why did so many explorers, researchers, and even Nazis risk everything to find this lost city? More importantly, what did they discover once they entered the heart of darkness? Is it possible that Hamunaptra is a portal to another dimension, a place of passage between life and death, or even more, a point of connection between ancient civilizations and the unknown forces of the universe? In this documentary, we will explore all these questions and more, following in the footsteps of those who searched for Hamunaptra, discovering the legends that try to explain the terrible curse associated with this place. And along the way, we'll ask ourselves, is it possible that the truth is even scarier than fiction? Hamunaptra, a creation of gods or other entities? Built, it is said, during the reign of Pharaoh Seti, Hamunaptra was not only a city dedicated to the dead, but a place of terrible secrets. But what many do not know is that some historians believe that Hamunaptra was not built by human hands. There are theories that suggest that the city plan may have been inspired by extraterrestrial sources, that another type of intelligence was involved in the creation of this mysterious city. There is talk of a lost technology, one that would have allowed those massive columns and sacred sanctuaries to be erected in an extremely short time, and that would have been used to hide the true purpose of the city. Is Hamunaptra just a necropolis, or is it perhaps a gateway to another dimension, a place where the spirits of the dead not only rest, but continue to exist in a form we cannot understand? What we do know for sure is that those who entered this place encountered forces they could not explain, and left behind stories of phenomena that defy all human logic. The Curse of Imhotep, a ritual or an act of interdimensional revenge. The most famous story related to Hamunaptra is undoubtedly that of Imhotep's curse. The high priest of Seti, Imhotep, was no ordinary man. Described in ancient texts as a master of magic, a true sorcerer of ancient Egypt, Imhotep managed to go beyond the limits of the human. But what drove him to commit such a terrible betrayal? Imhotep was deeply in love with Enkhsunamun, the pharaoh's concubine. Their forbidden love led them to a terrible crime, the murder of Pharaoh Seti. But what followed was even more terrifying. In a desperate attempt to bring his beloved back to life, Imhotep resorted to a forbidden ritual known only to the most advanced initiates of the dark arts. The ritual would have opened a portal to the spirit world, but not just any spirit world, but one dominated by inhuman, perhaps even alien, forces. This opening would have been what caused the evil forces in Hamunaptra to awaken. According to legend, Imhotep was punished with the Hamdai, a terrible ritual that condemned him to an eternal existence in suffering, buried alive in Hamunaptra, surrounded by flesh-eating scarabs. But the question is, was the Hamdai a mere ritual of punishment, or was it designed as a means of sealing these interdimensional forces to protect our world? It is believed that Imhotep's curse may actually be a warning from ancient or even extraterrestrial civilizations about the dangers of unearthing the secrets of this place. The curse is not just a horror story, it can be a barrier that protects our world from a much greater evil. Involvement of the Nazis, seekers of the secrets of the universe. During World War II, the Nazis, driven by their obsession with occult and supernatural power, launched a series of secret expeditions in search of Hamunaptra. They believed that in the lost city they could find not only material treasures, but also artifacts of inestimable power, capable of giving them the ultimate advantage in war. According to recently declassified documents, a secret SS unit known as the Hamunaptra was sent to Egypt to locate Hamunaptra. The members of this team were convinced that if they could access Imhotep's hidden powers, they could control the dark forces that he unleashed thousands of years ago. The Nazis were also interested in the possibility of discovering extraterrestrial technology hidden in the depths of Hamunaptra. It is said that the SS team discovered the entrance to Hamunaptra, but once they entered the city, communications with them were suddenly cut off. Monitoring equipment later detected unusual electromagnetic activity in the area, and any further attempts to resume the expedition were abandoned after several teams disappeared without a trace. Was this a mere coincidence, or is it possible that the Nazis discovered something so dangerous that they decided to seal the city off forever? There are theories that suggest that they triggered Imhotep's curse, and the consequences were so devastating that no one dared to look for Hamunaptra ever since. Egyptian desert anomalies. What did NASA discover in 1999? In 1999, a NASA satellite detected what appeared to be a geographic anomaly in the Egyptian desert, right in the area where Hamunaptra was thought to be. The initial report mentioned an unusual phenomenon of radar signal distortion, an event that could not be explained by any known natural cause. NASA immediately sent a team to investigate, but surprisingly, any information related to this mission was classified. Those who had access to the declassified documents claimed that the team had discovered the ruins of an ancient city, but were forced to retreat due to a series of inexplicable events. Equipment began to malfunction, team members reported intense hallucinations, and there were even cases of time loss, a phenomenon known in ufological literature. Is it possible that Hamunaptra is more than just a lost city? Could this place be a point of interference between dimensions, an area where the laws of physics as we know them do not apply? And if so, what is it that protects this place from the eyes of the world? Hamunaptra, portal to the apocalypse? As we put all these pieces of the puzzle together, a disturbing picture begins to emerge. Is it possible that Hamunaptra is not just an ancient city, but a connecting point between our world and other dimensions, a place where unknown forces are waiting to be unleashed? And if so, is Imhotep's curse a protective mechanism against these forces, or is he himself an agent of them? Legends and conspiracy theories intertwine to create a story that defies simple explanation. If Hamunaptra really is a portal to something else, then the question remains, should we keep looking for this place? Or should we heed the warnings of antiquity and let this city remain buried under the sands of time? Is Hamunaptra the enigma that must not be unearthed? Hamunaptra remains an unsolved mystery, a place where the boundaries between reality and myth, between science and fantasy, seem to blur. The answers to all these questions may be hidden in the depths of this cursed city, but perhaps the price to discover them is too high. In the end, perhaps Hamunaptra is not just a physical place, but a warning to us all. Some secrets should remain buried, protected by the layers of time and the fear of the unknown. Whether it's a portal to other worlds or hiding an evil greater than we can fathom, Hamunaptra remains an enigma that may never be unearthed. This was the documentary about Hamunaptra, a place where history, myth, and mystery meet. It leaves us with more questions than answers, and an uneasy feeling that maybe we shouldn't be looking for all the answers. Some things should remain unknown for our own good and that of the whole world.